Hey guys, welcome back to this week's upload, and welcome if this is your first time here to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you my spring wardrobe essentials, and I feel like I've finally gotten to the point where I can sit down and make a video like this because my style has really been taking off and developing. I know where I'm headed and my style is taking me such a long time to get here. So hopefully if you've been kind of in a style rut or you just aren't sure what your style is, hopefully this can kind of inspire you, because I do feel like these essentials are unique to my style. I have a very feminine, romantic, little bit of girly glam kind of sprinkled here and there in my style as well. So I definitely feel like the pieces that I selected that are essential to my wardrobe will really reflect that aesthetic in all these pieces. So before I get started, if you are new here to my channel and you are interested in seeing more from me, I do have a new video up for you every Saturday. All of my content is very much like this, very feminine, style-based content. So if you are looking for more inspiration, more styling ideas, don't forget to subscribe and then click that notification bell as well, because that will just let you know what time on Saturday my video is up for you. So the first thing that I want to talk about is spring outerwear, and we're still wearing our winter coats. At least I'm still wearing some of my wool winter coats, but we're going to start transitioning into the spring outerwear staples. And the one that comes to mind that I just think is such an essential for my wardrobe in particular is a trench coat. And what I love about trench coats is they come in all sorts of different shapes and forms that will fit your style aesthetic. So something that I found that has really helped me discover the trench coat for my style has been actually just renting trench coats the past couple years. I rent from Rent the Runway and I rented from NUULY. I was always going back and forth trying out different trench coat styles, and I feel like I have finally found the one that is for me. So first of all, I'm going to show you the one that I'm renting at the moment from NUULY as my trench coat, because this one is actually more of like a wool trench coat that's definitely more so appropriate for right now as we're getting into the spring season. And it has this detail on it with the ruffles, and I will have to be sending this one back, but since I've been wearing this one, it's really inspired me to look for a very feminine trench coat like this, because I really loved this style. I love styling it open and then having the tie so that you can kind of see the outfit underneath the trench coat instead of buttoning it shut. I just feel like it's so flattering. You can really appreciate the outfit styled underneath the trench coat, and it's in a longer style, which I really love. For winter outfits, I feel like for spring, I wanted something that was a little bit shorter, because I know that I'm going to be tending to wear like mini dresses and stuff like that. So I wanted to find something that would complement staples like that. So I went on a hunt and I discovered this trench coat off of Poshmark from Rachel Parcell, and I just instantly fell in love with it. It has this just a classic look to it, and it has like this pleating on it as well, so it kind of flares out. It is just a beautiful piece, and it's going to be my spring staple. I just think it's a coat that just 100% reflects my style. I love Rachel Parcell pieces. I just feel like the quality is so good, and it is exactly what I was looking for. The color, everything. I wanted something very neutral that would pair really well with all of my outfits. So I'm so excited about this trench coat. I just think it's such a staple. And actually, Rachel Parcell just came out with this beautiful lace trench coat this spring. I cannot tell you how much I want that trench coat. This would be the perfect coat if you do already have like a classic trench coat. This would be the perfect accent to include in your coat collection for the spring, because this just is all about the feminine style. It's so romantic with the lace on there, the light pink. It's on my wish list. So I'm going to leave this lace trench coat linked down below, because I just can't continue on without mentioning this beautiful coat. Dresses are a staple for me in the spring. They are something I always pull out. I typically tend to go for the midi dresses. I just think that they're so flattering on my body shape. I love maxi dresses. There's also a few mini dresses that I really love as well. But I have found that for me, a staple dress in my wardrobe has just been a basic white midi dress. And this one is my go-to. It's one from Reformation. It has this beautiful lace detailing. It's one that I've already started pulling out just a little bit, because we have been having days where it's been warming up here. A white dress just really brings in that feminine aesthetic to your outfit. It's such a good way to lighten things up and brighten it up and make it more cheerful. And since it's a neutral color, since it's white, you can do so much with it and really change up your look a lot. So a staple white midi dress is just an essential for my wardrobe and something that I always grab for in the spring. I also feel like I cannot mention dresses without mentioning floral dresses. I feel like this is just a given if you do have the feminine girly style. This floral dress in this really pretty light blue is something that I always pull out this time of year. It is my staple spring dress. I love having a dress like this that just makes you feel so feminine and girly, but also is so comfortable and wearable. So this one is actually from Target a couple years ago. It's that Love Shack Fancy and Target collaboration, but I just love the puff sleeves on it, the neckline. I mean, this is just ultra feminine. All that said, florals are just essential in the spring, and they don't have to be in dresses. If you're not a dress girl, you can always do like floral tops or something like that. When it comes to spring bottoms, I have so many recommendations for you. This is something that I am so passionate about because it's been a category in my closet that I've really struggled with and that I've been experimenting with for a very long time, and I've finally discovered what looks best on my body shape. I am very, very picky when it comes to bottoms, specifically shorts, and I just recently did a huge declutter in my closet. I got rid of all of my denim shorts, not all of my denim shorts, the shorts that are just very fitting on the hips. I have discovered that I do not like super fitted shorts. I just don't think they're flattering on me. They're so uncomfortable. I don't feel like I can move with ease. I just am so self-conscious in denim shorts, like ones that are super fitted. So I went on a shorts mission to discover ones that would fit me right, that are complementary to my figure and fit my feminine style. And I discovered these shorts from Anna the Stories, and I am so excited for spring because of these shorts. These are my new staple spring shorts. So I got them in a neutral color because I want something nice and light. These are in a really nice thick linen material. I don't have to worry about seeing through the linen. They're thick enough that you don't have to worry about what you end up wearing underneath it. I mean, obviously I would stick to more like neutral undergarments, but they're thick enough that you don't see through the shorts, which I really, really was picky about. They have pockets and they fit like a dream. They are so comfortable, very easy, nice and loose on my hips so I don't feel restrained. This makes it so I can wear my cute cropped tops, have a little bit of skin showing, but it's very tasteful and very, very flattering. And these are not the only shorts that I purchased. I had to get more. So these are also from Anna the Stories. I just feel like Anna the Stories knows how to do the shorts, and they are really good quality for the price that you pay. So both of these shorts are linked down below. If you have been struggling with the shorts and you don't like wearing denim shorts, you want something that's a little bit more dressy but very wearable, everyday type of feel, you need to try these shorts out because you will be so, so excited about these. Okay, so these are the white linen shorts that I purchased from Anna the Stories as well, and both of them were the same price. I got them both in a size 10. They fit perfectly with even a little bit of room left in the hips since they are a looser style, but they both were $69, which for the quality of these, I honestly feel like that is worth the price, especially for someone like me who has been searching and searching and searching for shorts that look right on my figure and that reflect my feminine style. These, hands down, are the best that I have found as of yet. They have the elastic waistband, but my favorite thing about these is that it has a scalloped hem at the bottom of these shorts that just is the icing on the cake for me. It is what makes these perfect. If these didn't have the scalloped hem on it, I just feel like they would be too simple. But since you have that feminine detail at the bottom of the shorts, they are just perfection in my eyes. And honestly, like, these look like a pair of designer Zimmermann shorts. These give that illusion. I'm getting so passionate about this, but needless to say, a good pair of staple shorts that reflect a feminine style are becoming easier to find, actually, and I'm really excited about that because these are just so trendy right now and so wearable, and these are my new staples. These are the two shorts that are going to be the building blocks of my spring outfits this year. Oh, I'm so excited about these, but I do need to give them a good steam. They are a bit wrinkly, but the linen is thicker. It's a thick linen. It's not something that's flimsy. I just need to make sure I take good care of them so that I can have these for years. I'm going to be living in those high-waisted linen shorts and my dresses this spring, but I do feel like a good staple mini skirt is a great thing to have in your wardrobe, and it is an essential for me. It is something that I do wear quite consistently. I'm actually wearing my little white mini one right now, but this is also a great option as well, and one that I am currently loving. And I like this one because it's a little bit more classic. I can do a lot with it, and it also has like extra detail in there with the rhinestones on there. I am so picky with my mini skirts. I like the length to be perfect. This one checks all the boxes for me. Another staple bottom piece that I just think is essential for my wardrobe, especially in the spring, a neutral or pastel tulle skirt I think is an essential for spring, at least for my wardrobe. I've just become so obsessed with tulle skirts, and it doesn't have to be those big poofy ones. If you like that style, I say go all out. But if you don't, I personally love more laid back, softer, neutral tulle skirts. In my closet, it is so necessary to have a tulle skirt like this. So this is one example of one that is just a little bit more of an everyday version of it. It's not a super puffy tulle skirt. It's something that's a little bit more soft and feminine and really, really complements more everyday tops. I could even wear it with this top and just, it would be such a beautiful, comfortable look. This is another example of a tulle skirt that I have that I think is very wearable for every day. I have this one in like this really soft ivory mesh overlay with the velvet polka dots, and I'm seeing polka dots everywhere and it makes me so happy. But this one is like a maxi style, and actually on me it's like T-length, which I love, and it's like super high-waisted, so I can get away with like my super nice crop tops. This would look really cute with a corset top. Oh, I am so in love with this skirt. It is another tulle skirt from Chiclish. I feel like this one is a little bit more dressy than this tulle skirt, but both of them you can wear with everyday outfits. They're not something that I would say are unwearable. They're very toned down, neutral skirts that just make your outfit look more feminine and girly, and it's a time of year when you can really get away with those tulle skirts. But I know tulle skirts aren't for everyone, so if you still feel like tulle skirts are too much for you, I think that a really great option for you to go for if you still want to get this type of aesthetic without wearing the tulle is going for a pleated skirt. So I actually have this pleated maxi skirt from Lauren Conrad. This has been a staple in my closet for years, and it's something I always pull out during the spring. I actually wear this year round, but it gives a similar illusion to a tulle skirt. At least the flowiness of it, the feminine feel, the pleats. So I think this is just a great alternative if you don't like wearing the tulle skirts, but you still want to get that type of aesthetic. This is a really great option to go. So I do have a pair of pants that made it into my spring wardrobe's essentials, but I will say during the springtime, I tend to go more so for shorts and dresses, more so than pants. I just find them being more comfortable, but I have discovered a pair of light denim wide leg jeans that is going to be in so many of my spring looks this year. So I've personally been finding that I can wear jeans and look really feminine and pretty by going for like light washed jeans and going for looser styles. I don't necessarily find myself enjoying like super fitted jeans at the moment. I just don't think that they're flattering on me and they're uncomfortable. I always find myself going for something different than those jeans. So it really just depends on your style and your preferences, but I just really do love these. With all of my pants, I have to have the high waist. I won't buy them unless they have the high waist. I just cannot find myself getting away from that style. I just think it's so flattering on my shape and I feel good in them. I do have a couple different types of blouses that I go for that are going to reflect that feminine style. So the first one that I absolutely must have are the cropped blouses. The first being this new addition to my wardrobe. It even still has the tag attached to it. This is from River Island, and it's this cropped sweetheart cut blouse with puff sleeves, florals of course, and this just fits really well with those linen shorts. It's such a look, but I love how cropped this top is, so you get a little bit of skin showing but not too much. It's very tasteful. You can get a little bit of that out in the spring, and I just think it's such a beautiful feminine look, especially with those linen shorts. So this is the type of staple cropped blouses that are in my wardrobe that I just think are representing my style very well. Pastels in the spring are a must for me. I just have to have those blue, pink, green, pistachio green, those type of colors really reflected in my essentials. I love Reformation blouses, and this one has been in my closet for a while. But another type of blouse that I do tend to wear a lot, and that is an essential for my spring closet, is the blouses that have either the eyelet, the embroidery, or the ruffled styles. So a good example is actually this blouse that I'm wearing right now. This is a blouse from Chic Wish, and it is such good quality. I love this blouse so much, and it's in a really nice soft blue color. So this type of blouse is a really good type of staple to look out for, and it probably would be good to stick to a neutral color, but since I do love pastel hues in the spring, this is a staple for me. But a good example of like the eyelet style and the ruffles is actually this blouse. So this has the eyelet and ruffle in one. Very, very ultra feminine. But this one in that white color makes it so I can wear this with anything. It's such a good staple and essential for the springtime. And this for me is more than a spring staple. This is a closet staple. Like, this is an essential for my wardrobe in general, but I wanted to mention it as a spring staple because it just checks all the boxes for ruffles, eyelet style, the perfect feminine blouse for a spring look. So this definitely has made it into my spring essentials. Tops is a big one for the feminine style because there are just so many different types of blouses that are really going to give that feminine aesthetic, and you want to find ones that are going to be good building blocks for your spring wardrobe. And one type of blouse that I do feel like is such an essential and really good to have in your wardrobe and to invest in at some point is a good silk blouse. And one of my favorites is from Lily Silk. It's this pink silk blouse. The fabric is so light and cool, but it's something that you can layer up as well. If it does get chilly, you can easily throw a trench coat on top of this and just feel so dressy, but not overdressed, and it's still so wearable. So this, in my opinion, is just something that is so essential for the spring, and that really is essential for a wardrobe all around. I just think that silk blouses are a classic, so elegant, and really elevate your wardrobe. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention as just an essential that I find myself reaching for a lot in the springtime, and that I think is definitely a must, is a button-up cardigan. And in my case, it's actually a ribbon cardigan. It's this cardigan. It's my Alice and Olivia crochet cardigan. Oh my goodness. The wear that I have gotten out of this has made the price point worth it to me. It is just the perfect neutral cardigan that I pair with so many things, including dresses, tulle skirts. It is just the one piece that has always elevated my outfits. Even if you wanted to go something a little bit more classic, like just a button-up neutral cardigan, I think a neutral cardigan is important. Like even like a lighter, so like a white cardigan, I think is the best way to go, or like a beige. But I also do have this cardigan as well that is a really good example of a button-up cardigan that has been making it into a lot of my outfits, and that is quickly becoming a wardrobe staple for me. This one definitely has a Chanel vibe to it with the pearls, the tie waist. I really love the button-up cardigans. And these two cardigan choices I think are definitely unique to my style. So honestly, just finding a button-up cardigan that reflects your style, even if it's just like a button-up ivory cardigan, a white one, having some type of lightweight sweater that you can throw on top and layer with outfits, I think is definitely an essential to have in the spring. So when it comes to footwear, I feel like you can have so much fun with shoes and sandals in the spring, and I'm so done with my ankle boots and boots in general. I'm ready for my spring shoes. But if I had to choose just 3 shoes that I think are essential for spring, I would say my first choice would be a low-heeled sandal, and specifically a white sandal. Neutral. This pair of sandals are a new addition to my spring essentials. These are from Steve Madden, and they're so light and pretty and just go with everything. Really add a feminine aesthetic to my outfits, keep it nice and neutral. And the heels are very comfortable. They're not a big heel. They just go with all of my outfits, especially my dresses. They go with the linen shorts, really dress them up and make them a little bit more of an evening outfit, especially with a nice top. I also think that especially this year, ballet flats are just so necessary. Like, they are just the trend this year. So I actually have a pair of my favorite ballet flats from Vivea, and I actually would say it's better to go for a neutral, but in my case, pink is so wearable in my closet and it's just everywhere in my wardrobe, so going for pink is almost like choosing a neutral for me. So these are my square-toed pink ballet flats that even have lace-up detailing, and something that I always mention when I share these Vivea shoes, make sure that you go up half a size because these shoes are amazing, but they do run small. So that's something I always mention every time I show these on my channel. Since it's spring and not summer, I still wear my heeled mule sandals, and these are a staple in my wardrobe, and I've mentioned them so many times. You're probably getting sick of me mentioning these shoes, but they are just a classic for me. They are something that I wear with everything. They are neutral, so they will go with everything, but they just have this way of fitting all of my outfits. It just really reflects my style so well, and mule sandals are so trendy right now. I really shouldn't have narrowed it down to 3 essentials because footwear is so important, but I do also want to mention white tennis shoes. I think are such an essential. Just a good pair of basic white sneakers are so good to have on hand for a spring wardrobe. They just are something that I pull out constantly. White sneakers can be worn with anything these days. Wear them with your dresses, your mini skirts, your shorts. They're just something that's really good to have on hand. This past year, I've really been focusing on my handbag collection, and it is something that's growing and that I am putting more effort into. But one of my favorite handbags at the moment is just this white handbag. This one has been going with all of my outfits. It's so simple and elegant, and it goes with everything. So this is my essential spring handbag. I actually do have a discount code with them, and I will leave this link down below because it is such a good, affordable handbag, especially if you're like me and I'm just kind of starting this handbag journey. It's very overwhelming finding handbags at a good price point and ones that you feel like are worth the investment. So I personally have just been relying on this good little handbag, and this has been getting me through all of my outfits. And since we're on accessories, I do have to mention that another accessory that I love are my hair bows, specifically my light beige hair bow that I just love with all of my spring outfits. So that is something that's definitely a little bit more unique to my style, but a good neutral headband is also very trendy. I'm currently looking for a pearl headband because I just feel like that is going to be such a good representation of a girly spring outfit. So I'll let you know when I find a good pearl headband. But going for those feminine accessories are really going to help with the spring wardrobe essentials if your style is more so like mine, like very girly and all that. So that is everything for my spring wardrobe essentials, things that I will be wearing and that I do wear for the springtime. And it's things that I've just really been discovering as my style has been developing. And I wanted to share it with you because it's just been so much fun finding these pieces that work so well for my body shape, for my style. So with all that said, I'd love to know what your spring staples are because I do feel like it's going to be a little bit different for each of us. I don't feel like all of us are going to have the exact same staples. I do feel like there are some things that are just all across the board essential, but I feel like when it comes to the feminine and girly styles, your staples can change. So I'd love to know what your spring staples are, and I really enjoyed sharing with you mine, the pieces that I'm so excited about and enjoying, and just all the things that I'm just so excited to wear this spring. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon in my next video.